slow cooked beef in rich gravy. Beautifully simple. Rarely do traditional dishes come any more delicious than this. Today I'm cooking traditional Scottish mince and tatties. Well, hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for today's video presentation. We are making something Scottish. Yes, it's "Oh the new." I'm so sorry, that was an awful attempt at a Scottish expression. This is a traditional dish of mince and tatties, which was first cooked at schools many years ago. It was designed really to give the kids an appealing, delicious, nutritious meal, and obviously it set them up for the day. It's so easy, extremely basic list of ingredients. We're going to need some good quality Scottish minced beef. I'm using some beef tallow, a pinch of thyme, some Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of flour, some salt and pepper, a good quantity of diced carrots and onions, and some really good quality thick beef stock or beef broth. Right then, let's get cracking, and I promise no more Scottish expressions from me. Let's melt the beef tallow, or the beef dripping as we call it here in the UK. Melt it until it's completely liquefied. Add our roughly diced onions, sizzling away. Give them a really good stir. Now, this bit is really important. We're going to throw in the carrots as well. And I'm not going to, there's the time. I'm not going to really go on too much about this, but it's important that you spend 10 minutes stirring over a medium heat. I want all those carrots and onions to start taking some colour. A little bit of caramelisation on these vegetables will determine the richness of the dish. You can just see they're starting to go brown. Okay, now it's time to add the fabulous beef mince. I'm using a lean one. If you prefer to use a 20% fat one, mine's a 10% fat one. Once again, stir that for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's nicely cooked. Even slightly brown in places, it will be much more tasty if you can get a bit of caramelisation going on as well. Nice bit of chefiness going on there with the flip of the pan. Once everything's cooked, let's sprinkle in a couple of tablespoons of flour and stir that over a low heat until the flour isn't visible anymore. Now it's time to add some Worcestershire sauce. Shout out for Worcestershire. Give that a bit of a stir round. And we're on a low heat at this stage because we don't want to burn that flour. And now I'm going to add slowly my really rich beef broth. If you can get a rich one, it will be more tasty. A basic one is fine, but the richer the beef broth, the tastier the dish, I promise you. Stir that in to your floury meat and vegetable mixture. And as you can see, it's getting nice and bubbly, simmering away. I'm now going to add my secret ingredient, which is about a tablespoon of Heinz tomato ketchup. I'm sorry if some of you are shrieking shock here. I think this just balances it out beautifully. Tiny bit of sweetness. And now the lid's going on for 15 minutes on a low heat. Once that's done, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to give that a stir because all the meat has sunk to the bottom. And as you can see, it looks absolutely fabulous. I'm going to just season it with a little bit of Himalayan pink salt and some cracked black pepper. Stir that round, season it as much as you need. Don't forget to have a little taste. And how about that? Just all that beef in that gravy, a few onions, a few carrots, a tiny little bit of thyme, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce just to make it nice and glossy, and a squirt of tomato ketchup. Look at that. It really does look fabulous. Have you got the mashed potato ready? There it is. Okay. Creamy mashed potato, nothing special. Get that minced beef all over. Get the minced tatties all ready because I'm absolutely starving. It looks quite delicious, don't you think? Wonderful. That there is my traditional Scottish mince and tatties, everybody, and I'm sorry I couldn't say it with a Scottish accent. And as you've probably guessed, it's a good time now to suggest that you subscribe to my channel. Please Share with your friends, and don't forget to smash that like button, it's huge for us. And if you make this dish, leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to get stuck in.